mortgage rates a lot. The 30-year mortgage rate was 3%. It got as high as 7% a few weeks ago. Now it's come down a little bit, but it's still over 6%. And what that means is that the monthly payment, if you set out to buy a house today, is easily 50% higher than it was just a few years ago. That's quite a shock. It means that you can afford a lot less house with your money. And it comes after a period when the price of a house has gone up across the country by 20 to 25%. So what we have seen in the housing market in the last year is a real painful combination for home buyers of rising house prices and now extremely high financing costs. And we are seeing the consequences in real time right now. There are cities across this country now where home buying activity has really ground to a halt. It used to be, that every time somebody's house went on the market, you'd have a bidding war, 20 people bidding for it, the house would go within a week or two. You're hearing a lot fewer stories like that. Home builders are talking about a lot more cancellations. That 2-month wait for a landscaper, it's now 2 days. People basically want to do your work right away. So this isn't that big a surprise, Jen. Historically, the first place Federal Reserve interest rate increases start to bite is the housing market, precisely because it is so interest sensitive.
We're talking to Greg Ip with the Wall Street Journal. Also with us, Michelle Singletary, personal finance columnist at the Washington Post, and Alina Selyuk. She covers business for NPR. We're also hearing from you.
Myself and my family, many years we do this, but especially this year, have decided we're not buying gifts, not doing gifts. Instead, we'll just be together and enjoy each other's company. There's so many
lavando mi troca, el carwash automático. Está helado hoy, estamos a 0 grados Fahrenheit. Es ok, aquí le eché agua calentita.
Support comes from Memorial Blood Centers. The demand for blood and platelets is constant, and the need for donors is critical. This season, you can give a gift that doesn't need a bow. Schedule an appointment at mbc.org.
Fill your silent nights and merry days with music. On the app, on the radio, on the holiday stream, there's plenty of holiday spirit to go around, all from one place. Your classical Minnesota Public Radio. Sharing the power of classical music.
It's 11:39, and this is NPR News. Lots of weather to talk about today because it's so cold, and it's even going to get colder with the wind chills and also snow.
Ahora sí, después de lavarla,
you can read all
quedó
about it
limpiecita.
on our Updraft blog
Vamos a
at
dar un cruce.
nprnews.org. But for the moment, let me just tell you about a major winter storm that's going to impact
Me
the
gusta
state.
salir a manejar alrededor de la ciudad cuando está frío.
Today, sunny skies statewide with a high of 5, below 0 to 5 above. But again, that major winter storm impacting the state beginning late tonight through the end of the week. This is NPR.
Nos va a quedar como 10 pulgadas de nieve de hoy en la noche hasta el
And
viernes.
from the Union of Concerned Scientists,
Es lo que dicen las noticias
championing
ahorita,
science for a healthy planet and safer, more just
Esperemos
world.
que no se ponga tan feo.
Learn more at ucsusa.org. And from Imaginable
Ya vienen las
Futures,
primas.
supporting the Institute for Women's Policy Research, working to close inequality gaps for women
Ya vienen las
and
primas,
improve
Faiza.
the economic well-being
ver.
of families.
A ver qué tal nos la pasamos.
IWPod.org.
De seguro me lo voy a pasar
And
solito
from
ahí en el
listeners like
apartamento.
you who donate to this NPR station.
Es ok.
Back to to our conversation in a moment, but
acuerdo
first we'd
cuando
love your
tomaba.
help with tomorrow's show
Poníamos unas
on the
pedas con mi
unhoused
cuñado.
in America. The Biden administration says it wants to cut homelessness
ya
by
dejé
a
la
quarter by
borrachera, ya.
2025. How are federal and local governments grappling
Se
with
alejan los amigos de
homelessness,
uno, ¿no?
especially as we head into a dangerously cold winter?
Pues no importa.
If you or someone you
vida
know has
sigue.
experienced housing insecurity, we'd love to hear from you. Where did you find support, and what type of aid would have been most helpful? Leave us a voicemail, 855-236-1212. You can also leave us a message with our app, 1A Vox Pop, and we'll hear your thoughts and stories tomorrow on 1A. We're discussing inflation and the economy with Michelle Singletary, personal finance columnist at the
La
Washington
vida
Post,
sigue, man.
Greg Ip from the Wall Street Journal, and Alina Selyuk, who covers business for NPR.
Para bien o para
We also
mal,
wanna hear
hay que
from
seguir
you.
para adelante.
Have you had to change your holiday plans or your spending habits due to high costs this year? Send us an email at 1a@wamu.org. We got this tweet from Geraldine.
Y
who
qué pena
says,
que salí de la cirugía, me estoy recuperando.
separate economies.
Preocupado estaba de que fuera a ser cáncer o no.
Statistics that blend these data
Salió que
points
nomás tenía unas pelotas, unas verrugas adentro de las tripas y me las removieron y
to hear your reaction to that.
ya nomás hay que salir de la recuperación para empezar a trabajar entrando el año. Empezar el próximo año bien.
Historically, inflation has been hardest on people at the lower end of the income scale because they would spend more of their income on necessities like food and gasoline, and we know that those have gone up a lot right now. Today is a little bit different. It is definitely still the case that those people are facing very high bills, but they actually have also benefited most from the very tight labor markets that we're experiencing right now. If you look at wages, they tend to be going up for those the most for people in essentially entry-level jobs, things like warehousing, transportation, working in stores and so forth. And people at management-level jobs actually are the ones who are seeing a bit more of a squeeze on their incomes. And you can see that in a lot of the layoff announcements that have come out recently, which mostly affect white-collar employees, whereas those same companies
Uy, la
are still
licor.
hiring
Me acuerdo cuando compraba cervezas ahí.
Meanwhile, at the
No
top
más.
end, you're still doing extremely well because their stock portfolio.
Puedes dejar la borrachera. Ando uno con la mente tranquila. Notas el cambio. Ay, Dios, que me volví santo. Sigo siendo el mismo güey de siempre. Nomás dejé la borrachera.
Cushion of wealth, and they're not the ones getting the more compensatory wage increases like those at the bottom. So what you're experiencing right now is kind of like a squeeze on the middle class. Now I want to make an important point. This is all based on somewhat backward-looking information. The story next year could be quite different because, as we were talking about earlier, some of the prices that we're seeing in the last year, they're going to be lower next year. Gasoline, we already know, will be cheaper. So there's a very good chance that some of the negative dynamics we've experienced in the last year will not be as bad.
Si escuchan lo que dicen las noticias, que la gasolina va a estar barata. Puro pedo. Cara. Y más con esta troca de 8 cilindros. Cada vez que le echamos como que me dan ganas de llorar. Pero no hay de otra. Hay que llenarle el tanquecito para poder seguir adelante, para poder andar. Frénate, hijo de puta.
So if the inflation rate last month was 7%, which means that even some of those people are getting stronger wage increases, they're really not at 7%, they're more like at 6 or 7%.
No me quejo.
I think that the odds are very good that next year that inflation rate will obtain.
Aún así con la troca de 8 cilindros.
Probably
Anda chido. Me salió un poco cara, pero vale la pena. Con el sistema de 4x4 que tiene, anda como si nada en la nieve.
Michelle, I'd love to hear from you because I'm curious whether you're seeing any trend in the types of advice people are coming to you for.
Well, I think right now lots of people are coming to me asking me about their debt because their debt has become more expensive, particularly credit card debt. I am a ministry at my church, and that's one of the number one things that we're working on, getting people to get rid of their credit card debt. They're holding on, they're revolving it month to month. Credit card interest rates are at the highest, and all-time high, really. The average across all credit cards is reaching 20%. Now, some people have interest rates higher than that, but on average, 20%. So if you're carrying debt and you've got 20%,
paisa, llegamos a nuestro destino. Aquí donde parqueo la troca. Ahí me voy a despedir de todos, que se les pasen feliz Navidad y feliz Año Nuevo, y ahí estamos en contacto. Saludos a todos en México, especialmente en Acapulco. Ahí nos vidrios, loco.